finishing chances in front of goal, trying to integrate Willie as quickly as possible. I think he's, um, he's been just trying to find his fitness. And so that's really the thought is just again a little bit more experience up front, um, a hold up play. So that was really the decision. But I thought Ari did a decent job in the first half. But again, I think the idea is to get Willie up to speed as quickly as possible, so that he's in position to start a game hopefully next week.
You're a little stretched at that right back spot at the moment. What did you think of Justin at that position and the adjustments you guys made with being stretched with Vera out as well?
Yeah, yeah, it's been we've had a problem in our back line, a couple injuries, obviously Vera, Kobe, Bodie being red carded from this game, and so I thought Justin did a good job, a bit unfortunate on the goal, again the 1v1 again this team. The one thing about this team that makes them who they are is that every attacking player they have is robust physically, uh, very good 1v1, technically sound, and so they're very hard to defend, right? And so I think that's obviously not Justin's preferred position, but I think again, I thought we came into half in a good way, and then obviously Phil goes down and we have to make a sub, and at that point, Noel's been training really well in that position. I thought he did a good job, but I think when you're thin across the back, you got to start, you know, you playing the players that obviously that you have, and again, I think the guys did a really good job. They're the best team in the league for a reason. Coming to their place, playing on turf was never going to be easy, but I thought the whole group really was put forth a committed, spirited performance. Um, I think the PK that was called back via VAR happened it was a game state. That game goes to 1-1. The whole game changes. So I think that was a bit unfortunate. But again, for the guys to stay in there at 2-0 in injury time to keep going, that's what I like. And I think when you play against top teams, the margins are really, really thin. And I think on both goals we conceded, there were different decisions that we could have made that led to those moments. Um, and those are the areas that we got to get better at, and understanding, are we in a compromised shape situation here? Do we try to play out of it, or do we just move clear our lines? And so the game was lost on razor thin margins, but I thought we created enough quality chances to win the game. Just didn't execute inside the box. But again, I'm really proud of the way the effort the guys put forth, the commitment they put forth, and there was some really good football in between all of that.
You mentioned the PK that was called back. Gozo cut in nicely on that, nearly won the PK. What are you seeing from him back to back starts? It seems like he's been a real bright spot in that offense, but not quite able to break through yet.
Yeah, no, again, I think Gozo's doing all the right things. I think I think having speed on the field makes us a little bit more dynamic in the attack. I think he stretched their back line well. His 1v1s going at the defender created quite a few good crossing opportunities, especially the one where he played it back post to Alex in the first half was really good. The run that he went on to get the PK, I mean, that's top stuff from that position. So, I think he's breaking in the team at a moment where he's playing with confidence. And also the defending that he does on that side is relentless, and I think that's really a superpower of his. So I think he's right on the cusp of breaking through and scoring a goal or setting one up. He's putting himself in great positions. He's doing all the right things. But just really proud of the way he's come into the team, having been with us in preseason for the last 3 years, like you never know when the moment's going to be, and he's really taken advantage of his opportunities and played really well.
Got 2 of 3 done on the road. Dallas up next. What do you focus on going into that game?
Yeah, again, I think we just focus on the little things. We'll go back and review the tape, and like I said, the two goals that we conceded were the start of both of those plays were moments where they seem um, toothless, and then we end up picking the ball out of our net. So it's really about, again, with this group, is understanding that every moment's important, and when you in a visual for, I think, all of us to understand that we're engaged in the moment is when you have really good communication, whether it's pointing, whether it's talking, whether it's the body shape. Like every play is, and it's really when you concede is when you put your guard down, and so I think we'll continue to do that. I think we're creating some really good chances. It's not always easy on the road, but I think tonight we did a good job of being dangerous. One hit off of I think Diego Luna in the first half, and then you have Alex's chance late in the half. Second half we had a couple good half chances, a PK that was overturned. So again, we're doing enough to find the back of the net. It's just the conceding part is an area that we got to continue to improve. So I would say this week we're going to focus on ourselves. Obviously, look at our opponents, but really think about how we can use this game as a springboard to really attack the next game with better understanding in those moments that decide games.